What's going on, everyone, and welcome to a very special Fantasy Draft Night special. We are in the process, actually, it just started, of drafting our Yahoo Fantasy League. Today I'm joined by these lovely gentlemen here. I've got Chris Lons, our wonderful in-house video producer, Adam Shumgart, and back with us for the first time in quite a while is our friend Aaron. We are picking up our fantasy draft. You can expect a lot of live analysis of picks, some player projections, a little bit of puck doku at the end of the show, but yeah, hang out. It's our draft recap from the draft floor.
And
right,
for
and
anybody that heard that, I just stole Connor McDavid from Zach.
I'll give a little bit of a preview too. We actually usually do a keeper league. At last moment, my keepers did not set the correct way, so we are now doing a redraft league for the first time in almost 8 years.
Yeah, and that means I'm going to be losing Nathan McKinnon because I'm at the end of the first round at number 7, and no shot he's going to be on the board.
We have an 8-team league for anybody who's curious. We actually had some people message me about joining. I'm sorry I didn't get your message till later in the day. I apologize to our listeners, the two of you that messaged me. I cannot get you in, but maybe next year.
We'll set up a B league.
Like the NBA, what's it called? The G League?
And there goes McKinnon. Ah, yes.
I mean, it looks
Don't
like
you want to say that Josh is going to try to trade McKinnon to me after the draft?
100%. Josh is our. So we have a couple people in our league that are. It's mostly friends and a couple family, but we've got a couple of our show guys here. Aaron, if you're here, we are missing your mic. Oh, your boy's up. Who am I gonna take first? Who's looking good to me? Yeah, I got you now.
You got Tage Thompson.
I want Cale Makar.
Or Jason
You know what,
Robinson,
Adam?
that's good.
Adam, I'll save you Cale Makar. Give me Matthews.
I'm
a nice guy.
I think you're the first one to break from the rank order.
I don't want
I'm breaking from the rank order right away.
Are you Batman? Is that who your team name is? I'm Batman.
Yeah, my team's name is I'm Batman.
Yeah, I know who I'm taking. So I let you Cale Makar.
Well, I didn't pick him. I picked Rantanen.
Hey, that's your choice.
Yeah.
J-Rob, you're up now.
But
I know
it's
you're
my
not
turn
taking
again, and I pick Makar.
And I know who I'm taking.
Yep.
Pain.
And Sidney Crosby is off the board.
I didn't even
Still
have him
in
to
the top
lose.
15.
A lot of good picks. We got Tage Thompson available, Brady Tkachuk, Jack Hughes, Kirill Kaprizov, Mitch Marner. Who will Aaron take? Will he go up the board and take Shesterkin? Who knows?
I was gonna say Shesterkin, Sorokin, Vasilevsky all coming up. Yeah, Vasilevsky's going to be injured, but
you got to be
comes
nuts
off.
to take Vazzy early though. 2 months.
Yeah,
Come on.
Vazzy's gonna fall. He's gonna fall so harsh.
Not for his second
Oh,
pick.
we're
I
going
can't see him
bold.
doing...
This is a keeper league.
Oh, we got Connor Bedard.
Wow.
Connor Bedard off the board in the second round.
You know, that's usually reserved as the Zach Benoit maneuver to take the high-ranking rookie first, but I respect it.
And Tage Thompson's finally off the board.
Yep.
I missed who just
Brady
went.
Tkachuk?
Was that Tkachuk that just went?
Tkachuk just went, yep.
Yeah.
We got Jack Hughes that's been skipped over. Jack Hughes has been skipped over, what, 3 times now?
If I get who I'm predicted to get, I'm going to be really happy.
That's wild. I got... yeah, listeners, I have... Lance has the first overall pick, so I get 2 back-to-back ones. And Zach needs to pick so that I can snatch 2 of these boys up.
Well, he's going to pick Hughes and Kaprizov.
Oh, I just want to point out, I guess it's this week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our Canadian listeners.
Yeah. We're a little late, but happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, that's me.
I keep forgetting that Canada's wrong in having it that early in the year.
It's true. It really is true.
Are you guys able to call anything we do wrong?
No, but that's besides the point. I remember I was like, oh, where's Zach at? I said, and I asked him 3 times over the past 24 hours, and he told me 3 times. He's like, I'm going to be at Thanksgiving dinner, but I'm going to try. I'm like, I forgot you told me this like 4 times.
And I love how every single podcast I listened to this week of Steve Dangle, he made it a point to mention that Canadian Thanksgiving is in the wrong month in Canada.
And I just
like, Americans have it right. I'm just like, I didn't even know that it was different.
I just took Marner and Shesterkin.
That's
Well
a choice. I respect it. Oh, my boys. Oh, I'm going to get a goalie at some point here. I'm excited.
Yeah, there's Georgiev coming up. Connor Hellebuck's on the screen
I'm
now.
taking Georgiev.
Ottinger.
Who do you
Georgiev
think
just
I
because
am?
Who's
Well,
taking? I'm
Georgiev's
pretty sure the
the
guy
only
below me is
starter.
going to take Georgiev.
I might.
So
I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know if I want to take a goalie
Oh,
this early.
fuck you, Aaron. Are we allowed to
But
talk
everyone's
about the curse?
taking them.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're well past the first minute. You're good.
Okay. You know what? I'll
Do
go off the
Willie.
board. Give me Connor. Take Hellebuck. Need me a goaler.
First week of the season, Hellebuck is traded to Chicago.
I would take him on Chicago over Winnie because they're just not very good. At least he'd have a fun time over Connor Bedard. Adam Fox.
I'm surprised
Adam Fox,
that I'm surprised with the Winnipeg LA deal they didn't work out a way for Hellebuck to go to LA. They want to be serious. You're not serious with Phoenix Copley as your starting goaltender.
There's some pretty interesting moves that might come up with Winnipeg. Yeah, it's. I don't know what they're doing with Hellebuck, to be honest with you.
I'm getting one of two players here. I just don't know who.
Yeah, I'm getting one of two players as well. No one there.
I'm going out.
So since I went, we had Hintz, Sorokin, Ottinger, and Hellebuck. So yeah, our second round was the goalie round. Or sorry, our third round was the goalie round.
Goalies should not be that early, but everyone else was picking them.
It's like quarterback. Somebody's always gonna screw it up for somebody. Then you just gotta tag on.
Speaking of quarterbacks, how's your boy Kenny doing?
Kenny Pickett did not have the greatest game, but he's looking better. If he was not being hamstrung,
he didn't throw any interceptions, did he?
Hey,
yeah, he had 200 yards and a touchdown. He did have negative 6 rushing yards on 6 attempts, but
one thing I wanted
to
mention, speaking of fantasy, thanks for Jalen Hurts. He put up like 30-some points for me this week.
Yeah, I forgot to start my life. I got a trade from some schmuck named Aaron.
Jamar
McCaffrey
Chase.
10 seconds after it came through.
Jamar Chase in a fantasy league I'm in, he's going against me. He put up 60 points last I checked.
I had one of my wide receivers, I forget who it is off the top of my head, but he put up 45 points this week in fantasy. So I had Jalen and that guy account for over 50% of my team's points.
All right, Vassey's off the board now too.
Me? They need to pick it.
The auto draft is usually quicker than this. I don't know why it's taking so long in the early rounds.
I don't know.
It might not. Did it also get reset?
No, that didn't get reset. Just a team. So that's a setting. I haven't touched settings in years.
I could go through and set up a queue, but then every time I flash back to the recording of the draft, I'd be exposed.
I thought you just took what I wanted. I was gonna be really upset with you.
Ooh.
I know who you're taking. I fucking know you, Aaron. I know you better than I.
So Adam came in, picked up Georgiev, immediately followed by Chris coming in, picking up Carlson.
You're damn fucking right picking up Carlson.
I love your team name, by the way. EA Sports is trash.
Thank you. It's in the game. This year, if you're fans, pick up NHL 24. Not as bad.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah, I'll wait till it goes on Game Pass.
If you played all the NHLs up until this point, it does actually feel different. I'm not sure if I like it. I'm not sure if I hate it, but it's definitely different.
Rasmus Dahlin.
That's a choice. I respect it.
Absolutely, that's a choice.
Willie Nylander. I wasn't going to pick him. I'm thinking he's going to have a down season. Bold claim already. I'm going to take my first bold claim of the draft. I think William Nylander is going to have a bad season.
Does that? Do you think that leads to him getting traded then?
No, I think I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in Toronto. I mean, we could start with that. That could be our first big headliner. I don't know. I think if anyone's getting traded, it's got to be Marner. I mean, that deal's just tough, but somebody will take it. Could you? Okay, hear me out here. Marner to Chicago for the next 4 first-round picks. Could you imagine Marner Bedard?
I just can't imagine. Oh, Barkov. That's decent.
That is an off-the-board pick.
Fuck. Do I want Pedersen? Do I want Nuge? Do I go for Olmark or Saros and just lock up my goalie core early?
We're thinking alike, I see.
That is a strategy to do. That is a strat.
I am also looking at that rate. I may go after my next 2 picks. Oh, well, okay. to our
You can
listeners,
make one.
our Penguins listeners, Jake Gensel is a game time decision for Wednesday, so just keep that or Monday, right? Monday. So
You know
wait,
what?
when's
I'll
the
do
opening
this.
day
Tuesday.
for Tuesday? So Jake Gensel's a game time decision for the Penguins game, so keep an eye on
I'm
that.
probably gonna regret this, but
And he went with Linus Ullmark. You took Linus Ullmark over UC Saros. Can I get some reasoning?
more
is-
recent Vezina winner. I don't recall Boston changing their decor around a whole lot.
Yeah,
They
but
lost
they
a lot.
lost Bergeron and Krejci and Bertuzzi.
Here's my whole hot take for my first hot take, and it was actually going to be mine anyways. Allmark is going to absolutely collapse with the downfall.
Oh,
That's
that's not
fair.
even a hot take. That's not even a hot take. I think we're
That's a
all the same.
lukewarm take.
I've seen people thinking
he
he's the
was
number one goalie
injured.
in the NHL because of the year last year.
No.
And I'm like, no, he's not.
I don't want any one-hit wonders here. Oh, that could be my first pick.
I'm
Ooh,
very,
is he actually going to do
very
good?
torn on what I want to play next. I'm up in 5 picks. I'm not sure what I want
That's
to do.
all right. Zach took UC Saros, so I'll work out a McDavid deal with him.
How many goalies do you guys usually keep? Do you guys just usually keep the 2, or do you try to do 3?
I do 2 in a rotational.
I'll draft like 2, and then throughout the season, I'll see how people do. Fuck you,
It's my
Jake and
turn.
Malkin. I'll see how people do, and then maybe I'll go and pick up 3 or 4, just so I've got goalies playing and I don't lose those points.
Who do I want next is a question.
I
I don't want that
1,
many
2, or 3.
picks. 3.
Oh, there's Jake
Oh, shit,
Gensel
there
on the
you go.
screen.
All right.
Pick of the devil.
Who was number 3? All right.
Timo Meyer. Okay. Oh, I don't know who I
And
want.
where's
That's the
my
issue.
boy Sam Lafferty? He's going to be having a more important role with
Oh,
a
yeah.
team like Vancouver.
I need to restart my app because it just crashed out.
That's
That's nice.
unfortunate.
Yeah. There we go.
John Tavares has slipped precipitously. He has. Oof.
Yeah, he's definitely not the scorer he was a couple years ago.
I just don't believe in him. I just don't.
Steven Stamkos is originally ranked 12th. He's X-ranked as 31, but he's fallen very hard. He should have been a first-round talent.
How old Stamkos?
34, 33?
Okay. That's not bad then. I
Oh, 32.
can't say much. I'm pretty sure the average age of our power play is only in the low 30s because of Jake Gensel.
Do I want to go really off the board?
Who are you thinking?
Partially
Bo
because
Byram.
of it being a keeper league and because I genuinely believe in the guy.
You going for Fantilli?
Devin Levi.
Levi's a good choice.
That'll be interesting.
I took him like 50 spots too early, but
Just gonna
Hey, I have
continue
my
the Penguins
goalies
run, I
on.
guess.
I'm going to
Guess
take
that's
all
what
the
I'm gonna
goalies
do.
off my board now. I don't need them.
He got sent down. Okay, so I was gonna take him, but
Now, speaking of Levi, because it could be a good talking point, what do you guys think Buffalo's going to do with their goaltending this year? Because they have 3 legitimate starters.
you send down UPL because he's got a waiver left, or he's got a waiver exemption left, and then you keep Comrie. Is it Comrie and
Yeah.
Levi? Levi's a starter. You platoon them.
But here's the thing, though, is why would you put UPL down?
Because
has nothing left to gain by being in the AHL.
Hang on. Aaron's going all
He's-
over the place. Or not, I'm sorry, not Aaron. Chris is going all over the place. Did anybody see who he just picked?
No, I did not.
He just picked Jake Gensel. This man, I've been accused of being a homer.
I'm not taking fucking
And this
Carter
man's a
Verdehy.
fucking homer.
I don't believe in Carter. I only went like 6 picks off
There
the
were
board. I'm
20
not-
other players between him and Verhage.
I'm not taking Zach Hyman either. Proven for more than one season. Matt Boldy, Matt Schmoldy. Listen, all these guys are defensive. I was gonna take Roman Yossi, but I'm not taking Roman Yossi.
Let's see.
Who needs D?
Alrighty.
I'm trying to think of who I can go with. Who's going to be a hot commodity? Dylan Larkin's a choice.
Let's
I like
take
that.
Larkin.
Or am I? I'm 5. I got 5 picks to go. All right. Well, I'm definitely taking a D man next. I have counting Eric Carlson, who's not a defenseman, 0.
I have no D.
He's
Let's take a look
he's
at
a
that.
forward who plays defense.
I'm liking my forward core, though. I'll tell you what.
I like my D core so far. I have Fox and McCarr. Hey.
You have a Fox in your car?
You know what?
Yeah. I don't have any centers yet. I just realized that. Oh, I might be screwed.
You got a lot of centers up. You got Heischer coming up.
Yeah.
I think you're before. You got Vergahey. Is it Vergahey or Verhage?
There we go. I say
It's
Verhage.
Verhage. It's Verhage.
Alex Tuck, that's a choice. I like that. I like Alex Tuck.
Larkin
You think he's in
and
a pot 40?
Those are two teams in the Atlantic that are on the rise, man.
Eichel, that's a choice. Oh, I gotta get rid of pick here.
Boy, my defense is gonna be shit, but it's gonna be hot shit.
Marchand's off the board.
I was not thinking. I don't think the Bruins are going to be worthwhile to buy into this year, minus like McAvoy or obviously Pasta.
So I was thinking over Marchand. The only reason I would have taken him is because of being on the power play with Pasta, but
fuck
McAvoy?
You, Aaron.
But
Aaron just took I was looking to go to the draft. You know what? Fine. If he stole the board, I'll take Quinn Hughes.
I'm going to take because I like him on that team, Dougie Hamilton.
Kyle Connor's another one that I was looking at, but I'm concerned with some of the talent that's left Winnipeg, if that's going to affect Kyle Connor. But there was also the hope that, there was also the hope that maybe he gets moved somewhere and does well with them. So it's a pick. I hope it works out for who is that took him? Josh's team. Yeah, hope it works out for you.
I want you to keep your eyes trained to the screen right now for the first big upset pick. Consider me a believer.
Are you gonna do something stupid?
Dude, you've trashed him so much. Why would you pick Tristan Jarry?
Because it's trade bait for me.
No, but
it's trade bait. He knows it's trade bait.
I'm becoming, but look at Lance's face. I want to zoom in.
4 weeks.
Face.
I give him 4 weeks before there's a trade proposal to me involving Tristan Jarry for Linus Ullmark.
That was one of the most incredible reactions I've ever seen in my entire life. I have collected far too many penguins. I think I have their entire core minus Crystal Tang.
Keepers glitched my ass. Chris decided for chaos.
Can I collect them all?
How many goalies do you have?
That's gonna complete my rank. I got Jerry and Hellebuck that I usually keep a rotational. I might spring for Dustin Wolf if nobody grabs him, but I'm sure somebody's gonna take a fly on him.
Oh, there goes Skinner.
Why didn't nobody tell me my hair looks awful right now?
We
are on camera, damn it.
Boldy.
Your hair always looks awful.
All right, you know what? Listen here. I'm trying to keep my phone so I can look into the camera for you guys. Who went off the board, Swayman?
No. Swayman's still on. I'm finally seeing him.
I think Swayman's worth having. I'm not personally going for him, but I think he's worth having. What do you guys think?
I already have Ullmark, so
could do the tandem.
Good. Last year I did pretty well with having
trade off.
Last fantasy year I did pretty well with having Georgiev and Francois on my team.
Yeah, you just got to tandem them. Who am I looking at here? Oof.
You just when you do that, you just really have to make sure you're paying attention to who's starting.
All right, so I got Morrissey. And fuck, who else do I want?
That's a dynasty pick. We're gonna draft him later in the time.
Shit.
Yeah, we're up in the 300s. We're too far up now.
I'm not gonna make the same mistakes of Ron Hextall. I'm keeping Jared McCann.
Honestly, I respect it.
I mean,
Matt Boldy.
Dude's got the scoring title for Seattle Kraken. So I realize they're only 2 years old, but still,
Mark Stone.
He's got it set.
Okay.
I'm really tossing up what I want to do here.
I can't say I'm a big believer in Jamie Benn or Taylor Seguin anymore. I think they're past their primes.
Yeah, but you got to look at Dallas and see like they're still going to put up points.
They're a committee team, so they're not worthy of fantasy team.
Yeah, they're going to put up the assists.
Who the Aaron? Why? He was like 40 picks from here. I was literally going to draft him.
Not why did you go 40 players down from where we're currently at, but why did you take his pick 40 players down?
He's my favorite defenseman. I have to have him.
Oh, perfect. I got Miro Heiskanen. That works out perfectly.
All right. I'm a believer.
Okay.
My next pick is I believe that they will just do better.
Do you think Bo Horvat's going to go anytime soon?
He's like projected next to next rank. He might go.
I don't believe in Bo Horvat. I don't believe in the Islanders.
I don't either because he's on the Islanders.
Yeah,
that's a fair assumption.
I see the goal and assist count on the screen, but I'm choosing to believe it's going to go differently.
Yeah, he doesn't have Pedersen riding shotgun on the power play anymore. He's got Matt Barzal, who's not very good goal scorer. So I don't know.
I'm also not a. Sorry, Kreider is not far from the top of our list, and I kind of keep glancing at him because of he had a 50-goal season 2 years ago.
Yeah, he's a good shooter, and he's going to give you the counting stats too. So that's why I'm kind of looking at a guy like Max Domi. He's a pick I'm looking at down the road here.
Oh, and there goes Bo Horvat.
Bo Horvat is gone.
Yeah,
makes your choice a lot easier if you get there. Boys, I'm torn. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at players. I'm looking at Letang, and I don't know. I'm in between.
You have way too many Penguins.
I know. That's my issue.
Right,
I'm going to trade one of them. It's just I don't know who.
Yeah, he's going to trade one of them in 3 weeks to me.
Don't draft them if you know that you're going to trade them off the bat.
No, you do trade me. Listen, I'm the back-to-back, baby. You got to roll the dice. You got to keep it fresh. Logan Thompson.
That's a pick. Off the board.
All right, let's get one more cleanup pick here.
Claude Giroux.
I really like him with Tim Stützle this year on that up-and-coming Ottawa team.
That's fair. He's getting up there in age, though, too.
For not having any centers going in for a while, I have Claude Giroux, Matty Beniers, and Nico Hischier now. So
I've got 3 centers so far.
Yeah.
I really need to take some more D.
Chris is looking here. I don't believe in any of these players. Look at any of them.
We're not believing in Kevin Fiala.
I'd believe in Kevin Fiala.
He's going to be like such a negative if I take him now. Let's see.
See, I've made the mistake in so many fantasy leagues of taking too many players from the same team.
Me too.
Well, I was going to pick him anyways, but I'll take Adam Fantilli.
Yeah.
That's my dynasty pick.
Neato.
It gives me some breathing. Oh, there's some options. See, the issue is we're now at the point in the draft where every player is a good player, but they're on a bad team. Prime example, we've got Kevin Fiala, who's on a kind of decent team. Jordan Kyrou, who's going to be on the Blues. I'm looking ahead here. We've got Mark Scheifele. Yeah, exactly. Mark Scheifele. Drake Batherson. He's projected at -27. I mean, that's just not going to cut it. Like Nazem Kadri, I don't think the Flames are going to be that bad. I don't think they're going to be that good either. So I don't know.
Holy shit!
At least not
disappeared.
Evan Bouchard.
Fuck off, Zach.
He's the power play quarterback there in Edmonton. He might get.
I know. That's what I was looking at for my D man.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was a good choice by him. Trevor Zegras. I mean, you're gonna get completely blown out of the water with his face-offs and his plus-minus.
Oh, the next highest rated is Carlson. John Carlson. Man, I don't want that.
Well, for D-man, yeah. It's a bit of a pick.
Brent
Take
Burns,
the tank.
Jesus
you got Cider.
Christ. Oh, all right. There we go. Come on over, Mo.
There you go.
And shit, who was I looking at? Did he wasn't taken. Who was I looking at? Son of a All right. No, I don't think it was Pavelski that I was looking at.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, game.
All right. We'll do that.
I'm about to take a very dangerous pick, but I'm ready for it.
Zach's really in here just picking up everybody that I marked as a keeper.
He must have. He's coming for revenge. He saw that you took McDavid. He's coming out here just grabbing everybody from your list.
Oh yeah, because you sent the screenshot of all my keepers. So he's just going back to that, like, who's he gonna fucking want back?
Aaron, if you for some reason take the player I'm looking at, I'm gonna be so angry.
He's in your fucking walls. Oh, that's the other thing I was thinking of bringing up. Since there's a little time for my next pick, the whole special initiatives night thing.
Oh yeah.
Devon Taves was still on the board. I forgot about him.
Before we get into that, I just want to point out my breakout player,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Laine. I'm predicting 50 for him.
I mean, I think Columbus isn't going to be as bad as they were last year, unless they're still trying to pick up a whole bunch of pieces.
Well, let's see who Adam picks, and then we'll get into the special initiatives nights that we saw.
Yeah, I think
Adam,
because of the stuff that went on with Babcock, they want to start moving in a different direction, a winning direction.
I don't think much of a choice. I think they're going to be fine with Pascal.
Tyson Barrie and then Freddie Anderson.
Tyson Barrie, power play. Okay, I like it.
And John Carlson.
I forgot Adam and I picked back to back. I got to get ready for my pick. Hold on, thought.
You're good.
Oh, boy.
Matt Duchene.
And I took Matt Duchene. I believe in Matt Duchene in Dallas this year. I think that he's going to have a pretty good year.
I don't know who I want here. I'm going to take the easy pick. All right. Now we get some time here. All right. So, special initiatives nights. Chris, walk us through it here.
I mean, from what I saw, they sent out a league-wide memo to go a little more in-depth with the league-wide memo that they sent out back in June. And they just talked more about, we don't want to put any players in a position that they could experience embarrassment because of the position that the team or anybody else puts them in, which will be interesting. And I do want to expand on that a little bit. But you've also got them saying, you know, we don't want players seen next to individuals. I'll have to pull up the screenshots that I sent after my pick. But it's just the way they're going about this is definitely we can't, because we don't want to do one, we're just not going to do any. And I don't think that's the best way to approach this.
Yeah. I mean, look, we said it before in the show. I think a lot of shows have said this too. If you're a player, let's say you don't want to participate in Pride Night or Military Night, whatever the case is, you don't have to. There is no obligation. There shouldn't be a punishment from your team if you are choosing to do that. However, the court of public opinion has free reign. We are free to judge you for that. You don't deserve any comeuppance for it. You're a free person. But the court of public opinion doesn't care about that.
The court of public opinion is also inescapable. So by just
exactly,
you can't get around it by choosing to not do these things, because now the court of public opinion is looking at you not doing this thing. You don't get to escape it.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't.
It doesn't make sense.
But
and
the quote that I was looking at,
they don't want to be controversial in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, it's just like you are being controversial in the fact that you're not taking a side. You know, it is like the most. It's the most lackadaisical answer that I think the NHL could have given, as I'm trying to make my pick here.
So the part of the memo that's quoted is, players shall not be put in the position of having to demonstrate, or where they may be appearing to demonstrate, personal support for any special initiatives. A factor that may be considered in this regard includes, for example, whether a player or players is required to be in close proximity to any groups or individuals visibly or otherwise clearly associated with special initiatives. So, a hockey team wants to have an honor guard present the colors of the country before the game starts. Better not show any hockey players near them. That's clearly pro-military. Do you see where we get into all these stupid little problems? Because the league is like, oh my god, rainbow fabric.
And people are going to say, well, that's different. That's the military. No, it's not. It's an initiative. Just like, and I will die on this hill. This is a hot take. I don't care. We're on the podcast that we created. I've always been of the idea that I think the national anthem before games is the dumbest tradition. It's a sporting event. It's not a friggin' military funeral. Like, there's time and place for candor and cadence. And I'm sorry, a hockey team playing a little sport with a puck is not some time-honored tradition where we need to hold the national anthem. That being said, if we're going to get rid of all these special nights, well, we're going to get rid of things like Pride Night. That includes Military Night. That also includes things like Special Needs Night. And it's
Hockey
not
fights cancer. Hockey fights cancer. Who in their right mind is going to be like, I don't want to support Hockey Fights Cancer?
But and here's the thing, right? And it's not like I'm not like throwing a tantrum. I'm not like, oh, well, if we can't have, like, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. It's obviously targeted at Pride Night.
Oh,
but yeah. I'm not saying like, oh, well, we can't have our Pride Night, so we can't do this or that. No, I'm saying this is the spitball effect. You can't have Pride Night, which is what this is targeted for. So by proxy, you are not going to have Military Night, and you're not going to have Hockey Fight Cancer Night. Two wonderful initiatives. Military Night celebrates our soldiers, both Canadian and American, and really everybody. It's a great night. It usually gives military families a chance to come out and get away from the crazy stress of being a military family, and it's a great initiative. Now you're putting pressure on the NHL, on yourself, NHL, to have that or don't. And same thing with, like Chris said, Hockey Fights Cancer. Nobody should be protesting that, but on the same token, it's like the whole thing. If you didn't bring enough for the class, you can't bring any at all. Sorry, not sorry. It's unfortunate because this is what's going to happen. None of us want that to happen, but we know it's what's going to happen. The NHL is just taking a step backward. They're the most boring league in the world, and this is why.
Not to mention, and I will get to this in a second once I make my next pick, because I really need to find a D-man. There we go. All right. Morrissey, Moe, and Dunn are going to carry my fucking team to second place again. The other part of it that comes up a lot, and this comes up with Pride Night, Hockey Fights Cancer, and I think military especially, because these are ones that are most commonly associated, are warm-up worn jerseys that get auctioned off for charity. The league source further noted that the only off-ice restriction facing teams is that they can't force players to participate in events regarding those specialty causes, given there might be players who fear some sense of retribution or embarrassment for their decision to not participate. And I've heard that the rules as far as, wearing a special jersey apply to warm-ups and in-game, and I think practice as well. So if you're going to try and get that player-worn authenticity to boost the value of your item, you're probably just going to have to say they wore it in the locker room, or maybe take photos of them wearing it with people that are supporting a cause, but that would go against that even though it's not on the ice. And then if you do try, this is how I see it, if you do try to go out and auction off these quote-unquote player-worn jerseys, the court of public opinion is immediately going to swoop in and see who isn't represented. So the NHL is now also taking away the possibility, I think there is going to be an effect on the amount of money that teams are able to raise for charities. Because
definitely
they're going to fear retribution from the league, or the league fears the public. It's the stupidest thing in the world, man. It's the stupidest thing in the world. This league should know you can't make everybody happy.
Look, at the end of the day, you go to work, you put on a uniform. If you don't want to put on a special uniform, don't. But you can't hide behind that. I'm sorry. You can't have it both ways. If you're so brave and you're so strong in your convictions that you want to stand up for what you believe in, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. If you take a stand and say, you know what, I don't support Pride Night or what it's for, I disagree with you strongly, but it's your right. But you have to be willing to defend that in the same way that we are defending our stance behind sporting and things like that. If you're going to protest something, have the guts to do it. When they did the stuff with the kneeling, they had the guts to do it. Why can't you do the same? You refuse to take any flack for it, and it's cowardice. That's my issue with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, but I think that's enough time spent on, quite frankly, some losers. So we'll move on to a different topic.
Yeah.
And as we are dwindling, we had an intention to go to like round 10. We're going to go to round 20. Does that sound good to everybody?
That sounds fine to me.
We'll go to round 20. We're going to do a little bit of trivia, and then we're going to wrap it up here. We got about 3 rounds to go. Anybody got some off-the-board picks you're looking at?
I do want to bring up some picks that have happened, including your pick of Matthew Nyes.
Believer.
But, I mean, Antiranta.
That's where Nyes went. I didn't even realize.
You're darn tootin' he went.
Antiranta, so there's Carolina's really goaltending tandem picked up. Nazem Kadri finally went.
I was going to pick him in my next set if he was still there.
Noah Dobson. That one's interesting. I mean, I feel like I really have to dig for D-men at this point.
There's some good ones left.
I feel like I've been doing the same. I just took Alex Pietrangelo.
Oh, son of a bitch. You know, poor Travis Konechny.
I'm feeling I know who I'm gonna pick my next rounds. I'm gonna take a flyer on a guy.
We'll do that one. And
I'm now on the point where it's all like NAs, so I'm not gonna take any of these guys. Oh wait, where's he?
What the hell's going on with you?
What's up?
We're gonna give you a shot. Dawson Mercer.
I was looking at him for a while.
Projected stats were 30 goals, 30 assists.
Mercer's going to be good for the Devils.
As if they need it.
Yeah.
As if they're in this strong need of good people.
Very, very good. They're going to be a very good team this year.
There's one player
with the potential to be a juggernaut.
Why is he still here?
Oh, Stuart Skinner. How much you want to bet Zach's going to pick up Stuart Skinner?
I wouldn't be shocked. Nobody made a comment of me picking up Marc-Andre Fleury when I did.
I completely missed it.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. He's my third goalie. And I think is going to be my last goalie I take the rest of this draft. So my
tandem is set
of... Yeah, sorry. He's still Minnesota's number 2.
That's what I was thinking.
1A, 1B with Philip Gustafsson.
He's got to be the 1B at his age.
He's at least going to get 30 starts this year.
Or Terry. You just saw Terry go off the board?
Yeah. But my tandem is going to be Devin Levi, Marc-Andre Fleury, and Georgiev for fantasy this year.
Dude, those are all boomer bust. That's definitely going to be a volatile tandem. I give you credit for it.
I think the least boomer bust player there is Georgiev, though. Because he's the only goalie in Colorado, so he's going to get like 60 starts this year at least.
The player I'm going with here, I'm surprised Aaron didn't take him as a shotgun rider. I'm taking Taylor Hall.
Trocheck's interesting. I was looking at him.
So here's my biggest reach of the draft so far. Unless you want to count Levi.
Let's see it. Okay, let's hear it. I like that pick. Go ahead, you go first.
So I want to believe that he is going to play the majority of the season line 1 with Nathan McKinnon. And that alone, I think, is a steal if that works out, if he's going to actually have that happen. If he just sits line 1 with Rantanen and McKinnon, the guy's good for at least 60 points this year. Will it actually happen? I don't know.
There's Morgan Riley picked.
Riley's still on the board, I believe.
No. Morgan Riley, he just got picked.
Oh, he just got picked?
Okay. Yeah. Pretty much. Have we seen Ryan O'Reilly yet?
I think he got picked a bit ago.
Okay. The only other thing that I wanted to speculate on was going to be opening night lines and how you think those might change if Gensel doesn't start, what they would look like when he's in. So I mean,
want to see
we can
Doc
cover both, or we can cover just like once Gensel's back in.
I just think it's hard to speculate on Gensel, so I'll just say I want Doc first line. He didn't look out of place.
I'd love to see him first line while Gensel's out.
I agree.
And then when he comes back, I think he should be on a third line wing.
It's a good shout.
Because I think the line that I want for them is... I had it listed as Doc Eller Nieto. But that was also when I still had White in the lineup.
Yeah, and he just got re-signed. I just saw that as well.
He was re-signed and then waived.
Waived. Yeah.
So I don't fully understand how waivers work. I'll admit that right up. But as I've been reading, I've been picking up impressions that if you're able to pass through, that gets you a bit of a grace period afterwards. So they might just be doing it now to call him back up while Gensel's injured and then send him back down in said grace period.
Most likely, yeah. That's probably what's going to happen.
The basics of waivers is if you make, I think the threshold is 1.3 million right now is the threshold. That if you make more than that on a one-way deal, you have to go through waivers, and the waiver wire order is reverse order of the NHL standings from the previous season of who gets to claim them first. But one thing that I did not know is the exact extent of when that player is picked up after the fact.
Yeah.
So let's say like Martin Jones is put on waivers by the Leafs, which legitimately might happen. If he is picked up by another team, that other team cannot put him down the rest of the season.
Oh, they can't? Ooh, interesting.
No, they cannot. If they do, the original team that had him gets him back.
Waivers are so odd. I don't even look. I think we're the top 1% of hockey fans in the show, but dear Lord, I don't understand how waivers work to a T. It's just one of those things.
That's the basics of it, and because the reason that it became so weird is I forget what team it was. Who has who has Hamonic right now?
Ottawa.
Ottawa, yeah, Ottawa effed up and gave him a $1.1 million off contract with a full no move clause, so he couldn't get put down to the AHL. So they can't even waiver wire him.
We're gonna finish up round 20,
and
then we're gonna go to our trivia for the game for the podcast here because we've been running for about an hour at that point.
Oh yeah, I guess so. We're at 43 minutes.
Trust me, this trivia question is gonna be a long.
God, I don't know who to pick.
My next pick is my yearly pick.
I know who it is. I have him favorited. You're lucky you go before me. I'll make a bet right now. It's Roger Gudas.
You're about to go before him, bud.
Yeah, it's that's why I said it's definitely.
You could cause some chaos.
Oh, Aaron, is it Gudas? I won't take it if you tell me if I'm right.
I completely forgot Ryan Graves.
All right, I won't take him. I'll take my other guy. I'm going Luke Shen for the blocks.
Right,
we'll let these guys finish out the round.
Let's just super sim to the end, I guess.
Well, we can't do that, so we're just going to close our draft out. And in the meantime, we're going to do this trivia. We'll do a quick analysis, and we'll get rolling. So in the meantime, everybody get ready, because we're going to play a little game called How Well Do You Know the NHL?
Oh, God. Oh, Thomas
Obviously,
Hurdles.
with our discussion of waivers, the answer is not as well as we thought.
All right.
Does everybody at least know the difference between a one-way and a two-way deal?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm going to read off the list of teams. I need you as a team, without getting 3 wrong, to give me the general manager.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right. Starting with the Anaheim Ducks.
Shit. I got a pick to make. Hang on.
Oh, damn it.
No.
I will need an answer, so somebody step up or I'm going to buzz you.
do Lindholm. I absolutely do not know the general manager of the Anaheim Ducks.
All right.
I feel like I should
one.
because he's got to be talked about a lot recently.
Strike
with,
one.
wait, isn't it
Go on.
Pat Verbeek?
Pat Verbeek at the whistle.
There
Good
you
job,
go.
Pat
Are you
Verbeek.
serious? The Ducks general manager has Beak in his name.
Pat Verbeek. The Arizona
Oh,
Coyotes.
Now I can't help you. I'm lucky I got Pat Verbeek at the buzzer.
I'll pick them up. How am I looking?
Coyotes.
I'm not even convinced that Chris is paying attention. I'm not even convinced
No,
that
I was
Aaron's
just
here.
I was just making my 20 round pick. I had to get some D-man in there.
Well,
Arizona
my
Coyotes.
mic was fucking muted. It's Bill Armstrong.
Bill Armstrong. The Bruins.
Oh, no, because I always get their owner mixed up.
Oh, it's Don Sweeney.
Don Sweeney. The Buffalo
Yeah,
Sabres.
I would have. Sabres.
Oh shit.
Kevin Adams.
Kevin Adams. The Calgary Flames.
Conroy. Kevin Conroy?
Craig Conroy. I'll give you credit.
Craig Conroy.
It's Conroy.
All right.
The Hurricanes.
Oh, shit. What's his name?
Don Waddle.
Don Waddell. Yep.
Yeah.
Got to keep moving. The Blackhawks.
Sorry.
Blackhawks should be easy, and I never, ever can remember them.
It's Ken Davidson.
I'm gonna give you credit for Davidson. It's Kyle Davidson, but you knew the last name. That's what I'm looking for.
And
The
okay, I'll just go Ken Davidson.
It's Chris McFarland.
Chris McFarland.
You should have
The
told
Columbus
Adam
Blue
he's not allowed
Jackets.
to
We should
answer
all
that
get this one. The Blue Jackets.
Blue Jacket. Jarmo Kekalainen.
Kekalainen. The Dallas Stars.
Ooh.
One of the longest tenured GMs.
That's like the fact that we can't name their head coach because they don't put themselves in the media light every day.
Nil.
Dating back to 2013. Who'd you say, Aaron?
Ed Nil.
Again, I'm taking
Nil?
last
Or
names
just-
only. Jim Nil. Yeah, Jim Nil.
Jim Nil.
Still,
Fuck.
Oh
still
yeah,
perfect.
that's right.
The Red Wings.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Iserman.
Yeah, the eyes
Yeah,
are
the eyes are playing. The Oilers.
I feel like I used to know that one.
Mark Holland.
Okay, I will again accept the last name. It was Ken
It's
Holland.
Blake
We're getting a
Holland.
little
Oh, Ken Holland.
Ken Holland. The Florida Panthers.
Why did I say Mark Holland?
You probably are thinking about Mark Hunter.
All right, Florida
Florida
Panthers. No, I've got nothing. Nothing for Florida.
Oh, Bill Zito.
Bill Zito. The Wild. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. The Kings.
Kings.
Oh, it's Rob Blake, I think.
Rob Blake. Now the Wild.
See, the only reason I knew Blake is he's a former Av.
The Wild. Isn't there someone that used to be a Penguin involved with the Wild?
He's their GM.
It's not Ron Francis.
No, Ron Francis is.
I'm gonna
Somebody
buzz you
else.
guys if I don't get an answer.
Shit. I can't think of it.
3, 2, 1. It's Bill Guerin. That's your first strike.
Nope.
Bill
Also,
Guerin.
real quick, Adam, I called Chris a homer. You're about to get the
Shut up.
homer crown.
Shut up. Hey, you can't call me the Homer Crown. I only have one.
Every other pick is an Av.
2, 3, 4. I only have 4.
I was gonna say at least 4.
I only have 4
I got
abs.
5. I got 5.
I only have
All right.
4.
Moving
And there are
along.
4
the
that makes sense. It's Renton and freaking Ricard, and then
The Montreal Canadiens.
Funny.
Canadian. It's not. No, it's not Brisebois.
I'm gonna time you guys out in a few seconds.
Aaron, any ideas? You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, our dog is chewing.
Oh, it's
You're good.
It's
I just wanted to make sure you weren't
Hughes.
screaming an answer into
Ken
oblivion.
Hughes. Kent
Yeah,
Hughes.
it's Kent Hughes.
The Predators.
Oh shit! What's his name? The New York Islanders coach.
He's new. He's new. They just took over.
I need a name though. You guys are all over it.
I keep calling him.
He was coach of the Islanders forever.
Give me a shot.
I always call him Cue Ball, son of a bitch.
Not.
I need an answer.
What's the question?
It's Barry Trotz. It's Barry Trotz.
Barry Trotz. The Devils.
Oh, Devils GM.
Is it? No, I don't want to. I actually got nothing. Tom Fitzgerald?
Tom Fitzgerald. The Islanders.
Very nice.
Okay.
That one's Lamorello, isn't it?
Lamorello.
Yeah.
The Rangers.
Chris Drury.
Rangers is Chris Drury.
Chris Drury. The Ottawa Senators.
Hey.
Who? Pierre Dorian?
Chris Lantz, look at you. The Flyers.
Look, a lot of those have been topical.
All right, so the Flyers is Danny Briere.
The Penguins.
Ron Hextall. Twisting
Skip that
Yowie.
one. The San Jose Sharks.
It's a newer guy.
It is.
His name off the top of my head.
Greer?
Mike Greer, yep.
Yeah,
the
it is Mike Greer. What a shout.
Ron Francis.
The Blues.
It's doing great. That's the end of
that. It's Doug Armstrong.
Doug Armstrong. This is where it starts getting hard.
Two Armstrongs? Oh, man.
Yeah. The Lightning. This should be an easy one.
Breezewa.
The the Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs.
True Living.
True Living. The Canucks.
Who's their general manager? I know GMJR's over there now. But he's
Alvin,
president.
Isn't it Alvin?
Patrick Alvin, yeah. The Golden Knights.
Golden Knights. Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. Damn it.
Oh, it's McCrimmon.
Oh,
Kelly McCrimmon.
yeah,
Yep.
that's right. Yeah.
The Capitals.
Oh, I can't remember. I hate his face.
How long has he been there? Has he been around for a long time?
I hate his face.
I'll need an answer.
Got it.
Who was it?
It's Brian McClellan, right? Isn't it?
Brian McClellan, yep. And lastly, the longest tenured GM in the league. Oh, I lied. It was Doug Armstrong. She was longest tenured. The second longest tenured, Winnipeg.
They shouldn't have a job anymore. Oh, it's Kevin Cheveldaev.
Debbie, yes, indeed. And I've got one more trivia question to go. Give me one moment. I have to pull it up so somebody stall time for me.
How's everyone feeling about their fantasy team?
I'm trying to make one more pick. We will go.
I feel great. I got Radko Gudas.
Oh, I feel like I'm really weak on defensemen. I may or may not be regretting the Linus Ullmark pick this early.
All right. So your final question for today. Let me just sort it by points. Can you guys name the top 10 best rookie seasons in NHL history?
Oh, I just saw this.
I will give you hang on. I will give you one hint and I'll count your answer. Team Solani is number 1. I will give you a hint. 10 and 11 are tied, so you can give me either or.
Well, so we're going like 1 to 10.
It doesn't matter how you go.
Points all time.
Yeah, no.
Just points. It's the best scoring. Solani's out. Yep. So you only get 3 strikes. Yep. Solani's out.
Players, right? So
yeah, just a player.
Peter Stastny.
Peter Stastny.
I know this in order almost. It's Peter Stastny, Alex Ovechkin.
Yep. Ovi.
Powerchuk.
Number 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4 right in order.
Sidney Crosby.
5 right in an order. Yep.
Mario Lemieux.
He's number 7. You skipped 6, but yeah, number 7.
Oh, Jeannot.
Joe Jeannot. Yep. Number 6, 6 and 7. Yep.
Neil Broughton.
Yep.
Trottier.
Indeed.
And then Nieuwendyk.
And can you give me a bonus number 11?
Mike Bossy.
Number 12.
Oh,
Number 11. Steve
I don't
Larmer?
even know who. No, Barry Patterson.
Damn.
And lastly,
Hey,
I know
I'm
I said
glad
that was
I
it.
got somebody that high up on the list.
I'm saying I
Hold
knew
on
some of
1
them,
second.
but only because of that seeing that list earlier today.
Give me a second here. I just want to do one more because I saw this yesterday. Let's see. Okay. There are only 3 players who have ever won the Hart Memorial Trophy more than 3 times. Can you name them?
Has everyone won the Hart more than 3 times?
Yes.
Is it gonna be Lemieux,
Gretzky?
Yager?
No.
Okay.
There's Lemieux and Gretzky though.
No. Gretzky is 1.
Gretzky's there. All right,
Gretzky has the
fine.
most with 9. He's a 9-time winner. There are 2 more players.
What year was the Hart introduced?
we're talking
These at least in the 30s. I'll tell you that much. It's been at least since the 20s or 30s.
So Gretzky?
Gretzky was number 1 with 9. You need 2 more.
Oh,
I'll give you
Gordie
guys a
Howe.
straight. Gordie Howe's number 2 with 6. The third one is the hardest.
Bobby Orr?
Is incorrect. So Aaron's answer is
Oh,
out.
wait. I remember this because we saw it at the Hockey Hall of Fame. It was Eddie Shore.
Eddie Shore with number 4. Yep. All right. And that puts us at just a smidge. We're about 2 minutes under an hour. So, gentlemen, what would you grade your own draft performance today?
Is it technically done yet? It's still my turn. Hey, look at that.
It's still going?
It's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
How many more picks do we have left?
2 more picks.
Like 3.
Oh my god. No, 25 is what ends.
I've got 2 left. Hey, Timothy's still available, Adam. I won't count that one as your homer pick.
He can't be a homer pick anymore. He's not on my home team.
I guess I'll finish up this draft on the street. At least they killed some time off
Rob
of meeting
Thomas was
space.
Yeah, we're getting into like the real dregs of the draft here.
Honestly, we could just like finish up this draft and call it a show at this point. You know, I got 2 picks
Kirby
left.
Doc.
So how would you guys rank your own drafts?
So far, I think I'm coming in middle of the pack.
All right. I think I give myself a top 4 finish.
You know what? I'll put myself above middle of the pack only because I had first overall and have McDavid. And will be dangling that over Zach's head a couple times.
That's rude. I like it though. Anybody else want to wager how they did?
You know, I'm gonna take one.
I'm gonna love my last pick.
Yeah, well, Kira Schmid's still available. Thomas Tatar, I like that.
That's a pick. You know, I really like that signing for Colorado. He's going to be pretty good on the 3rd line.
Tatar's a good sneaky pick.
Yeah.
Like a player.
He's a good sneaky signing for Colorado IRL.
Adam, what are the odds that I'm going to take your last pick?
I would be pretty impressed if you did.
That makes me think it's not going to be what I'm thinking.
Who do you think it's going to be? I'll tell you yes or no.
Oh, that's right, because you can't pick him at this point. Arturi Lehkonen.
Nah.
No.
Nah. I'm done drafting Avs.
It's all right.
While we're in a second stall, I just want to point out we had some pretty good off the board picks, but Connor Bedard in the 1st round, although a good choice, is a choice. That's my reach of the draft.
It is. He's not even the highest preseason rookie.
It's a good pick in the 1st round. It's a good pick for a keeper league in the 1st round.
It's certainly an interesting choice. I think that's going to be my. I think it's going to pan out. Oh, sorry. I'm going to give it a reach, but I'm going to say it's still a good pick.
I need to see if this last pick makes sense. I have 7 defensemen. Is that enough?
Got 1, 2, 3.
Defensemen. Yeah, you only need 3.
Yeah. So 7 defensemen. So that means if I really feel like playing
I think I've got 6.
Well, I mean, even if you rotate your entire roster one night, you still only need 6.
There's Brian Rust.
I mean, I'm probably going to use Carlson as my utility, but
our decor right now is Makar, Fox, Hamilton, Barry, Petrangelo, and Chikrin and Keandre Miller.
Brock Besser's another one that like could be a good player is on a shitty team.
I'm just waiting until these people pick. Just wait. Oh, it's Chris Lance's pick.
There we go. Casey Middlestad's my last pick.
I was looking at possibly grabbing him, but
if he doesn't get
my-
taken,
he's still here?
if he doesn't get taken, I'm going with Nick Ehlers. So
I'm not going to say who I'm going to pick because if I do, I'm afraid that one of you guys will say, "Oh my God, I forgot
there's
about him for a second."
Jordan Stahl.
I'm going with Nick Ehlers regardless. So who you going with,
Aaron,
Adam?
you have an opportunity to do a hilarious thing.
I wouldn't do it.
If Aaron can predict who I'm going to pick and pick him, I will leave the stream forever. Nope.
Philip Keitel's got some good points. Or projections, anyway.
Oh, Ryan
Yeah.
O'Reilly's still there. I forgot about him. I forgot he existed.
How far down is he?
Like in the 600s.
Oh my god.
I've got somebody in the thousands as
You
my
know
last
what? I'm
pick.
taking him because I think he's gonna have his big breakout, even though he's not number one.
Let's say I usually use these rounds to find someone that's, you know,
I like the Owen Power pick.
real deep.
Owen Power.
Connor Sheary's on Tampa Bay? Hello?
Yeah. All right. My last pick.
And the
I
Mr.
believe
Irrelevant pick is.
Oh, it's not Mr. Irrelevant. I'm not the last pick.
You are the last
I'm
pick.
taking Logan Cooley.
Oh no, it's okay. So that's a good choice. I like that.
That's
That's the
good.
pick of the
Damn,
draft.
I forgot about Logan
Everybody give a
Cooley.
round of applause for Adam. That's a good pick.
Last pick of the draft.
The
Logan
Mr. Irrelevant
Cooley.
pick.
I can't believe
Is-
Alexi
I don't know who it
Lafreniere
was.
didn't make it.
The last,
You
just
can
so we
pick him
have
up off
a
the
note,
waivers. You can pick him
the
out of free
last pick of the
agency.
draft was Yuri Slavkovsky.
Okay.
All right,
Damn.
friends, that is our show. We hope you enjoyed our draft floor special. We'll be back next week with hockey. Everybody give a round of applause for the NHL season being back. I'll just do it myself. Thank you, Chris.
You know, I used to hate that.
Yeah. So we'll be back next week with our initial analysis of the Pittsburgh Penguins 2023-2024 season. And until then, make sure you spay and neuter your pets, as the late great Bob Barker once said. We outie.